Welcome, friends, to the Soul Talk podcast, a show where we explore and uncover the path to the heart, amplifying your conscience. Join me as we meet incredible souls who are in this journey and learn from their experience and different methods that will make you vibrate your heart. Let's get into it. Hi everyone, this is Monica Ramirez, and thank you for being in Soul Talk. And today we are in Portapelusa. And I have a very important guest because it teaches how to talk in public. And let me present you with her. Her name is Diann Alexander, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about how she got here and what does she do exactly. Diann, thank you for accepting my invitation.
Thank you, Monica. I'm delighted to be here. And what's going to be really fun is that I can talk about this in a slightly different way because your audience is a little more open to the energetics of confidence. I got started in confidence way back when I was little because, like a lot of us, my growing up was turbulent. So I had to make myself very small. I never wanted to inflame the big people. So I always did the things behind the scenes, never on the stage, just so that I would feel safe. And then that worked pretty well until college. And on college, I drove with my girlfriend, who was a really good singer, and I had to wait for her for class to get done at opera workshop. And one day, this professor opened the door, stuck out his head, and said, "We're short a singer. Come in here and sing this for me." He was the head of the department. Was I going to tell him no? Inside, I went, yeah! It was so scary because we know public speaking is number one fear, but singing is like, yikes. So I went in and he said, nice voice, takes the class. Oh, yay. He said, by the way, you need voice lessons. Well, what voice lessons meant, besides being in front of the big scary voice teacher, was at the end of the semester, you had to do this crazy thing, this ridiculous, hideous thing called juries. And it's as bad as it sounds. It's where you have to sing in front of the entire faculty for a grade. But for some reason, they thought I belonged in the public jury. So in the public jury, it's not only the entire musical faculty, it's the entire music department, and they can bring their friends and family. So the day for the jury came, and I remember standing in the back of that long room, clutching my music tightly. And when it came my turn, shuffling down, looking at the people on the right, looking at the people on the left. And by the grace of God, I was able to give my music to the accompanist without dropping it. And you know how the piano has that big hook in it? I kind of put my body against it and slid around to the back so I could feel something strong. It was so scary. And the big black bar on the piano, I white knuckled that because I knew if I didn't, I was be going down. My mom said you could see my knee shaking from the back of the room.
Oh,
I don't remember much else about that jury. All I remember is I never wanted to feel that way again. I mean, everything flashes through your mind. What if they tell me I'm not good enough? What if they tell me, oh, you did that all wrong, you need to be out of the department? What if I let my professors down, my parents down? What if I let me down? It was just the most horrific thing. And especially for someone who was used to be small, to not only doing something big in front of people, but with all this judgment, it was really horrific. So that began a big lifelong journey. And I still look for better ways to do it, more ways to do it, because everybody's different, to teach people about how you can recognize stage fright in yourself, but from where it really starts, and have a few quick tools that you can use because I deal with on-stage confidence and that real estate from when you're off the stage to on the stage, whether it's a virtual stage like you and me or a big physical stage, which I'm used to doing. That is the most important one. And if people can learn those tricks, I'm happy to share some with you. It makes all the difference in the world.
you have some tips, I imagine, right? At least that you can give us some tips.
Oh, yes. Well, here's the first place that I realized that I was missing the boat. In college, all they taught you were like mental tools, like imagine them in their underwear. That never worked. Or there was the one that practice till you can't make a mistake. Well, that's fine as long as you're in the practice room. The minute you're not in the practice room and you're on a stage where there's lights, there's people going in and out, there's other factors that can take your attention and be distracting, you can't really practice it unless you practice the performance part of it. So that didn't work. Or the last one was pump up your energy, go, 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 as if getting on the stage with so much excitement was going to override something. But when you're someone like me who was so scared anyway, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. It was not the way to go. And shortcut to the key of this, why was nothing working? Because you can't paint over panic. You can't paint over it. You have to know where does it start so you can work with it, and it's not here. If you think about it, when you get really scared, the subconscious brain is trying to keep you safe. So it wants to either get you out of there as fast as you can by running away. It wants you to freeze so somebody can't see you, or it wants you to fight so you can handle it. Or there's another one, fawn, please don't hurt me. So it's one of those behaviors most of us have. And when that kicks in, there's like a trapdoor in your brain from creative and doing what you want to off, get out of here, or whatever it's going to be. And when that's in this position, all those wonderful mindset tools don't work because you are in survival mode. So it's a physical response, yes? So what if we respond it physically? So for instance, one of the first things that happens when you get nervous is this joint that goes up into your head is a power center. And if you lock it down, you can't breathe. In fight and flight, isn't that what happens? Your neck goes down, your shoulders get down, you can't breathe, and all energy goes to your limbs so you can deal with it. So why don't we go up? Let's test it. Tighten your neck as tight as you can. Play with me. Now, while it's really tight, try and inhale. It's really hard. Now, bobble your head, nice and easy. Now, while it's bobbling, inhale again. A little easier, right? Two more pieces that make it even easier still. Take your hands and you're going to put them on your low belly, as low as you can. Bobble your neck and inhale like you're pushing your tummy out against your hands. Deeper still. One more. Bobble your neck, inhale through your nose, hands down to your belly. Breathe it in. Now hold it for a few seconds. Now sigh it out with congratulations, you've just activated your parasympathetic nervous system, which makes that trap door go back open so you can be creative. So that's my first, and if that's the only thing you ever learn from me, it's going to help you. Whether you have a difficult conversation with somebody, or whether you have a job interview, or you actually are getting on stage, noticing that you're tight and releasing it allows you to breathe. Breathing calms down the system so you can work. So that's one. I have lots of tips.
Hi everyone, this is Monica Ramirez, the Warrior of Love. And if you have been feeling stuck where you are right now, or if you have felt that you cannot connect with others in the same language or the same emotions that you're feeling, if you're a coach, a healer, energy worker, in any of those branches, maybe this is for you. Because we have felt the disconnection for the rest of our family, friends, that we cannot connect to them. And we're so afraid to actually go deep dive when we're getting triggered by our own clients, because we're seeing our mirror image with them. My name is Monica Ramirez, the Warrior of Love, and that's my spiritual name. And I take clients from feeling confused and feeling stuck to feeling free, to feeling that they feel empowered from themselves. I created a system, Path to the Heart, that goes in 3 levels. And the first level, it is healing the inner child, healing the parts of us that we've been so afraid, or it's very painful to do it. I have done it myself, not only with me, and I have done it with many of my clients, that I take them to this process. The second level, it is to go more into inner self, clearing the family lineage, to breaking the contracts and vows, learning deeper more about the laws of the universe. And the third level, it is learning how to channel, how to do waking up your and getting online your gifts, your unique gifts that the world so much needs right now. So if you wanted to know more about this, I am eager to show you and to teach you all what I know that I use every day in my life. So thank you for being here in this page. I really appreciate it. And this is Monica Ramirez, the Warrior of Love. Oh my God, this is incredible. I wish I knew you a few years ago. When I went into the stage the first time in Harvard, my legs would not stop tingling.
Mm.
Everything that I memorized, it just went blank. And I was like, oh my God, where do I start? And I just started the first thing and basically threw up the whatever I was gonna read. Like so like that I can speak.
Mhm.
Because yes, my memory doesn't work. It will go
Yeah.
blank. You're so right. Yes, what are the tips you have, please?
Well, you're right, because that's exactly what happens when the trapdoor goes. I think that's one of the biggest complaints people get is this, I can't remember anything, because your body's trying to keep you safe. So if you can unlock that, then we can onto that was two physical tools, the loosening and good posture also, because you'll notice when you're nervous, you're crunched down. And if you can, like a marionette string, pull up tall, then you have room to breathe as well. And then the breathing thing. But mindset, I have two mindset things that I really like. Now they're going to work because you've opened the trapdoor back up. Um, the simple one that's real popular is the big shift between, I have to do this and someone's going to criticize me, to, I get to do this and I can help someone. It is physically about the same, because when you think about how that physically affects you, when you're nervous, it's really, really tight. And when you're free and easy, things are loose, you can breathe, you can think again. So if we're thinking in these terms, that helps the get to versus have to. It's powerful on so many levels. People have heard it, but they don't realize exactly how powerful it is. My second one is I want to tell you a little story about the tenor soloist at our church named Fred. When Fred would come out to sing a solo, he would walk out with his robes flowing, get to his spot, stand there a moment, and you could hear a pin drop. Everybody loved Fred. One day, I got my courage up to ask him, and I said, Fred, how do you do whatever it is you do? Everybody loves you. And he said, it's easy. When I go out there, with my eyes only, I don't say anything. I make contact with everybody out there and I send them love. I wish them all the best. I thank them for celebrating with me and I send them love. And I went, this was like one of the biggest game changers for me, because think of me from the university, right? Got to do it right, got to get the grade, got to follow the rules, all of this sort of thing. And so my thing when I went out for a solo was don't mess up, don't mess up, please like me, please like me. And that really didn't work. So the next time I had a solo, I went out and I sent the audience love and I thanked them with my eyes for being there. I took my time, I got my deep breath in my belly, and it was a whole nother experience. A whole nother experience. And you can do that. No one knows what you're doing, but they feel you. They feel you. Does that make sense?
Yes, I totally understand because we project whatever fears, whatever emotions we were feeling in there. That's what we're gonna project to our audience.
Mm-hmm.
If we calm down when we're in stage, that's when it's easier, even to
Mm-hmm.
know what words we're gonna be using, how
Absolutely.
we are gonna our posture, how what we're gonna be projecting.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just an art. I remember that I even before I start public speaking, it's like, okay, I need to get better. I cannot do this. I did it to poetry, reading my own poetry in
Mm.
stages. But the last one that I tried before I went into stage, it was I acted in a play. And I did not want to do that, but it was like, okay, I need to force myself to be in a stage with a bunch of strangers and do something ridiculous. In fact, in stage, like that, I have the trust. And I went there. That didn't work so quite when I went to Harvard. My legs were still tingling and so forth. And I was trying to read from a script, but that's when my mind went blank because it is not the same when you're reading a script and you have to from a play that when
Mm-hmm.
you're actually putting yourself vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
and
Hmm.
it's your own words and not the words of someone else.
It's true. It's true. Um, I have, what did you just say? I would like to encourage people though, because yes, confidence can be a talent. Some people just are born with it, but I wasn't. I wasn't. It can be a skill that can be learned. And the trick is to learn which is your type of response. Are you a freezer? I was a freezer. My husband is a fighter. You know, there's some people who just they can't get away fast enough. Once you find out what your response is, then you can really tailor your methodologies to make that work. The breath and the loosening of the neck is going to work in all of them, so that's a good start. And the get to, have to thing is important, and sending people love. Those are the ones that are like the quick things that you can do in a moment. I did want to share with you, because of your audience and because of the special thing I have over here. I'm going to slam through these quickly because normally I just do three. Energy, everything's energy. You know, we know that because we're spirit, the breath, energy, life, you feel it, the forces. It's just different levels of density. You know, the body's a lot denser than the breath, it's a lot denser than your thoughts. And we feel everybody's energies. And I'd love to share a little quick, I'm going to do this as fast as I can, quick energy game that you can learn to play. And if you remember, if you think about when you walk in a room and someone's in a great mood, how wonderful it is and how you kind of want to gravitate to go over to them, we're kind of in training to the energy. Or if you go into the same room and there's that gloomy person out there going, woe is me, we're doomed. No, who do you want to stand next to? But how did you know? Did someone send you a piece of paper that said, oh, go to this person and stay away from that person? I don't think so. You felt it. We all have our own energy fields, energy spheres, and probably your audience plays with them a lot anyway. And the size and shape and density of them change depending on how we feel and what we're doing, and a lot of our own creation. But a lot of people don't know that. They think that they are just at the reaction, the result of everybody's energy coming in here. So, a little game I like to play is called subject, object, subject. You're the subject. So first is to bring your attention on your body. Where's your neck? Breathe deeply, find your belly. Are your feet on the floor? You can rub your legs, just to kind of, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Notice your thoughts, notice your body. This is called being on subject. This is your place of power and where you can make decisions because the trap door is open. So the second thing, the object, picture something out there that bothers you. It really bugs you, and it's coming closer, and it's coming closer, and just throw all your energy on it and really worry about it. Do you notice how much you changed in your body? This is what it means when they say give your power away. You gave your energy away by focusing it on something else. So now let's do the opposite. Let's bring it back. Bring the energy back. Inhale back into yourself. Feel your belly, feel your neck, do your arms and so forth. And yep, I'm here, I'm okay. Now come behind your eyes and look out at that thing again. It hasn't gone away. Nothing's changed. But don't you notice you feel different? Because you're in your own signature energy, you're in your own power, you are connected and grounded within your own self. So that's another really super thing to do. If something goes on that draws your attention, or there's something that like you drop your papers or something, or somebody walks in you weren't expecting, and rather than go, oh no, they're going to judge me, you can go, loosen my neck, breathe nice and deep, come behind my eyes, and I want to give to you. I want to send you love. I want to be of service. Everything can change in a moment with that, because you've brought your energy, your attention back on yourself, then come grounded in with yourself and out by your eyes.
And your intention. You
Yes,
remember your
yes,
why you're
yes.
doing it, why you're torturing yourself in a way. Is that change everything.
I have one more fun thing if you're interested. Um, Sonic. Everybody loves to use music because music, it moves the soul. It moves us without words. You don't even need words to be affected by music. And probably if you remember a song you liked growing up, when you think of the song, you go right back to that time that you first heard it. That's why a lot of people will use podcast headphones and so forth, listening to their favorite music before they go right on, which is wonderful. Your own voice is important. Actually humming is very soothing to the body. I mean, you could touch your head and feel everything buzz. It's another way to ground you and get you inside. And my very, very favorite one is I play alchemy crystal singing bowls. Now, you may say, why? What does that have to do with confidence? But crystal is been used for decades in electronics because the vibration is so even. And we are also crystalline. We're mostly water. So when we come up and have a wonky day, our energy is not even. So when we hear something that does feel even, the vibrational visceral part of the body goes, I want to feel even. It bypasses the monkey mind that thinks a little bit, and it really calms down. That what I mean by alchemy bowls are, I have so many that are pretty. It means that they're 100% quartz crystal, mine mostly in North Carolina, and other alchemies, like this one has platinum in it and amethyst in it, and they give it different qualities and cares, and the tone is very pure. So with your permission, I'll play a few for you. And the listener's job, if you have earphones or headbuds, what is it? Headphones or earbuds. That's right. It will work even better. But just to notice where you feel in your body. Is anything tight? Is anything lumpy? Does anything feel funky? And then you can just notice where you feel this in your body, if you feel it in your body, and if anything shifts between the beginning and the end. And there's no right or wrong. It's just your experience. So I'm going to bring one over here, but they're more over here. This one has 7 alchemies in it. And this beautiful one.
I love singing bowls. It really uplifts you and change your vibration.
I would love to know how you experienced that because I know how incredibly intuitive you are.
It really changed your vibration, whatever. Like I'm gonna be speaking in a moment in Porapalooza. That really helped me because it changed your
Yay!
vibration. It changed how you feel, their emotions, the nerves, and all the nerves that actually you're feeling about it.
Mm,
It will calm you down. It can change your vibration immediately.
it absolutely can. I think that's why I love them so much. And the other thing is it isn't anything anybody expects, so the brain gets a chance to quiet down.
Yes,
Um, I think we have to stop. We're out of time, but I would love to chat with you again. I have so much
yes,
more. Your
yes.
energy is just
I will love
wonderful.
that too. We should have another one and a little bit longer. Thank you so
Sounds
much to
good.
everybody. Thank you for being in Soul Talk. I appreciate you. Thank you.